Biafrans are not destined to be victims, but victors. IPOB, led by the indomitable Mazi Kanu, believes that Biafra has the means and the fertile lands to avert this impending danger. This call to action isn't just about planting seeds in the ground, but planting seeds of hope, resilience, and self-reliance. And it's not just about farming. It's about creating an entire ecosystem that supports agriculture, from cash crops to animal husbandry. It's about building agricultural cottage industries that process and preserve agricultural products for export, turning Biafra into a powerhouse of agricultural productivity. So where do you come in? IPOB is appealing to all Biafrans philanthropists to support farmers in their communities. But this support doesn't only mean giving temporary food items, it means providing seedlings and other farming implements. It means encouraging and supporting farmers to go back to farming, to go back to the land that once provided for us all. And it's not just about the present, but about the future. IPOB is urging Biafrans to invest in agricultural research centers. Why? Because quality research and development is key to growing our native food products efficiently and sustainably. It's about learning how to fish, not just buying fish to eat. This call to action is not just about investing in agriculture, but also about investing in the future of Biafrans. It's about securing our food supply, about ensuring we are not left vulnerable. It's about taking control of our destiny, one seed at a time. Because at the end of the day, a nation that can feed itself is a nation that can stand tall and strong, no matter what comes its way. IPOB is not just calling for action, but also taking tangible steps to promote agriculture in Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafrans, or IPOB, is not simply sounding the horn for agricultural investment, but it's also actively participating in the drive. A key aspect of its involvement is the provision of high-quality seedlings to selected farmers for the planting season. By doing so, IPOB directly incentivizes farming, providing the necessary tools that allow farmers to produce bountiful and healthy crops. But the commitment of IPOB to agriculture doesn't stop at seed distribution. It is also deeply involved in securing farmlands against potential threats. The Eastern Security Network, or ESN, an arm of IPOB, is instrumental in this security effort. They have made significant strides in protecting our forests, bushes and farmlands from the threat of marauding herdsmen. The ESN's role is not just about physical protection. It's about creating a safe and conducive environment for farmers to cultivate their crops without fear. It's about ensuring that the hard work of our farmers is not destroyed overnight by external forces. Moreover, the IPOB and ESN's commitment is a stark illustration of their dedication to the cause of self-sufficiency in food production. Their loyalty lies with Biafrans, and their actions reflect their determination to ensure that Biafrans are not dependent on food supplies from outside. Through their efforts, the IPOB and ESN are not just protecting our present, but also paving the way for a future where Biafrans are not just consumers, but also active contributors to the food supply chain. They are working tirelessly to create a future where Biafrans have full control over their food supply and are not left in vulnerable situations. The commitment of IPOB and ESN is a testament to their dedication to the cause of food self-sufficiency in Biafra. Their actions speak volumes about their commitment to Biafrans and to the ideal of a self-sufficient Biafra. The call to action is clear. Biafra must invest in agriculture and take control of their food supply. As we stand on the precipice of possibilities, we must remember the importance of self-sufficiency in food production. The power to feed oneself is more than just survival. It's about independence, resilience, and the capacity to thrive. The fertile lands of Biafra are a testament to this potential. But potential is nothing without action. We must put our hands in the soil and sow the seeds of our future. Each seed planted, each crop harvested is a step towards self-reliance. It's about taking back our power, the power that comes from growing our food, from being in control of our food supply. But this is not a journey we embark on alone. Community is at the heart of Biafra, and it is our collective responsibility to support our farmers.
Biafra ni nchi ya kwanza na pekee barani Afrika iliyoundwa kupitia makubaliano ya watu wake wa kiasili ambayo yanaunda idadi ya watu kupitia mashauriano. Maana ya Biafra katika lugha ya Kiafrika Igbo ni mchanganyiko wa maneno katika lugha ya Kiigbo, bia inayomaanisha njoo na fra inayomaanisha tazama. Biafra iliishi kwa muda mfupi kwa sababu ya maslahi ya wakoloni kwenye rasilimali zake, yaani mafuta. Lengo na malengo ya kuwa na Biafra ni kuhifadhi watu wake na kuunda jamii yenye amani na inayozingatia haki na usawa. Na Biafra ilitangazwa tarehe 30 mwezi wa 5 mwaka 1967 na Kanari Emeka Ojukwu ambaye kwa sasa ni marehemu.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 7th day of May 2024. Tatabo Bochiuri. Therefore, we must continue. Welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of liberation as we continue to remember our heroes and heroines. 30th May, as you all know, will be a total lockdown in the whole of Biafra land. It is our culture. It is our system. Therefore, 30th May, come 30th May, will be a total lockdown in the whole of Biafra land. Because we must cultivate the culture of remembering those that died, that we may live. Remembering them. Making them relevant in our daily lives. It's everywhere. It's done everywhere. In America, in Russia, in Germany, everywhere it is being done. It is only in our land that, no. Let us give value to those that die, that we may live. Because it's a part of going back to our root, for your information. To remember our own. To put value. To make them valuable in our lives. That is patriotism. Fighting for collective interests. I used to say this, that the difference between primitivity and civilization is civilization goes beyond the selfishness. Are you hearing me? Making sure that, collective interest is prioritized. That is the civilization, the highest form of human behavior. The most advanced form of human behavior. Are you hearing me? That is civilization. Making sure that we give priority to our collective interests, because we understand that our collective interest, our collectivity is, our collectivity now produces our individuality. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Once we collectively give credence or give priority to our collective interests, now all of us will start receiving the recompense. But primitivity is what? When you start, like in Nigeria, what is happening in Nigeria? Everybody is a criminal. Why is everybody criminal? Because everybody wants his own thing, his own, to loot, to exploit, to loot, to steal public property. It's only in Nigeria that you will hear this mantra that government property, they know they carry them for head or they carry them for back. So that if you start having you throw them. This is opposite to civilization. I am telling you. Opposite of civilization. That is, Nigeria is opposite of civilization. where primitivity rules. Nobody cares for public interest, for collectivity. And on here, Nigeria has done us so harm that what we are doing is even a child's play. So when Biafra comes, we will enforce, it will be enforced that this our culture of Onyagala one year should be there, should be maintained. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said sometime that in Biafra, if you steal public, even 1,000 naira public fund, you will be shot in your father's hometown and you pay for the bullet. That is it. To force us to understand that there will be no I if there is nothing like we. That is what we are suffering today. Any person that has the opportunity, he will loot everything. Primitive accumulation syndrome. That is what Nigeria has done into our lives. We no more care about our collective interest. But IPOB is trying to reverse that. You know, the other day I said it. I talked about it. When I say what covers you as a citizen is your passport, your international passport. Any holder of Nigerian passport, international passport, anywhere in the world is seen as a criminal. Because why? Because people are primitive. They fail to build us, we, collectivity. There is no collectivity in Nigeria. Everybody is striving to get his own. If you are, for example, a governor or a politician, a high-level politician holding political office in Nigeria, your family, your kindred, your community will be celebrating you. It is not any other thing than, oh, now it is our own turn to loot, to steal. Even if the person, for example, a senator, goes there, will start serving without minding public looting, without looting, it is his own people that will condemn him. That we take now correct Nigeria. Because that is how Nigeria is. That is the culture they are trying. Nigeria has successfully implanted in our people, in us as Biafrans. Do not forget that we Biafrans, mostly Igbo Biafrans, anything we learn, we do it even more than those that teach us the thing. You both the good, the bad, and the ugly, anyone. That is why you go in any place. If it's a bad place, you see a Biafra. If a Biafran enters there, he will become the best in that bad. If it's a good place, he will become the best in that good. That is how we are wired. That is why, you see, they know it. The Nigerian Caliphate know that. They know. That's why they are trying to change our nomenclature with the Nigeria system, because they know that we will suffer it more, because we will learn more and we will become the best in that worst situation. The worst of worst, let me put it like that. So that is why it is good for us to run out from Nigeria. Even yesterday, now we get out from Nigeria, because living in Nigeria is the same thing as living the continuous colonial legacy. Nigeria is a colonial legacy personified. Are you hearing me? Therefore, we must continue what we are doing. We must remember our foreign heroes and heroines, those that pay the ultimate price. We must remember them. We will not continue pretending as if they don't exist, because without them there will be no us. Without their efforts, we will not even be today. I get in a physical chain. We have to remember them, so that it will also encourage us and the future generations to make the ultimate sacrifice, pay the ultimate sacrifice for our collective interest. Because what matters, how people are respected, is their collectivity. It is not about you as an individual. How many times I've been saying it? Dangote is the richest person purported openly in Africa. But Dangote does not travel with Nigerian passport. I had it from him direct. I think which year he was talking on this Mo Ibrahim something. He said it. Or he's been in, either he's there or he's been interviewed. I had it. He said he's sick and tired of being harassed as a Nigerian anywhere. If he travel as a Nigerian, they will start seeing you as a criminal. So stop using Nigerian passports. Are you hearing me? Because that is his cloak. His cloak, Akwaya. The system is what they know you with, not you as an individual. Nobody, immediately you move out from your domain, from your community, from your family, from your community, from your village, or from your country, depending on your level of personality, social status. Nobody knows you again. That is why you see our governors. You see, for example, Abia State Governor, he will travel to China and he will enter public transport. He will enter metro, standing up. Nobody knows him. People will be even be treating him as a ordinary, another black African. Normal. The same thing. That person knows you. I could remember which year the thing went viral on social media. When he traveled, I don't know where, whether in China or Japan or anywhere, in metro. And he was even no seat for him, he was even standing up. No person cares who he is. But this is a governor that in his place, hey, he's being rounded up with by soldiers and policemen armed to the teeth. But that place, in case there was a control in that metro, for example, your passport or paper, he will bring out Nigerian passport. They will treat him, give him the same treatment they give to any other Nigerian, because that is the cloak, the wall that covers you, the collectivity. They don't know you as an individual, and he will get the treatment that any other Nigerian deserves. Are you hearing me? That is the reason why we must make sure that we build our collective interest, our collectivity. We take it as priority. Some people might be seeing maybe IPOB members paying their dues, contributing one thing or the other as foolish. And these people, you don't know, they are the primitive ones. Primitivity. They are suffering from primitivity. Because they thought that what you are doing, you are wasting your time. But tomorrow they will cry. Every time they cry, see how they are treating us as Nigerians, because I'm black, because I'm yes, because you are Neanderthal, you are primitive. Otherwise, you go and build your own system. The Caucasians, they are very wise and smart. They first of all built a system that covers them. That's why immediately you see any European, you see a Brit like that. Maybe in his hometown, he's a homeless person in London. That is a pauper, maybe. But once he comes to Nigeria with British passport, he will move with the best girls, the most beautiful girls. They will be showering him with money, respecting him, because that system covers him. And do you see why I used to call our people that we are still primitive? It's only as a genuine IPOB member you are now, you are civilized. IPOB member, because you are fighting for a cause that you might not even benefit from until you die. You are contributing in building a system that might not benefit you directly. Are you hearing? Don't you see that you are civilization personified? That is why if you look at yourself, you are genuine in this struggle, genuinely contributing your factor, your effort for the restoration of Biafra. One Mazi Jonathan Chinedu onwe gị na-enyo ihe na ahụ sent onye agosiri agosi ka ịbụ. He was civilized fellow, not a primitive Neanderthal that is there only for what himself or him or her can get. Your own thing, your own. That is primitivity. Are you hearing me? So we must continue. I will continue on this series of living the continuous colonial legacy. Today, divide and rule. But before, as I said, we must continue to remember our heroes and heroines. This is the month. So on the 30th day of May, as usual, in the whole of Biafra land, there should be lockdown. Forget that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian caliphate, use their agents in order to bastardize of this lockdown. But 30th May is non-negotiable. You heard me very well. Because freedom fighting for freedom is not easy. I know that it's not easy, honestly. When you see a country that fought for their freedom genuinely, like South Sudan, it's not easy. It's not easy now. It's not easy. They will throw everything on you. They will throw shit on you. They will bring infiltrators. They will try to compromise you. Anything you bring out, they will try to use the agents to bastardize it in the eyes of those that you are fighting for, so that they will start seeing it as a joke. That is what Nigeria is doing. They are throwing everything on us. Are you hearing me? They are throwing everything on us. If we start, they raise up people because of the same greed, primitivity. They raise up, therefore might say they will raise a parallel IPOB. They have the money. Remember, Nigeria, I know by now they have surpassed $1 billion. A B, not a M, B. $1 billion, like a Bible. $1 billion in fighting IPOB. They have surpassed that. So, how do you think that they are spending this money? It goes to the agents. So that anything they see IPOB bring out now, they will go and bastardize it. As you see, they will now continue until it will become bastardized. It will become nothing in the eyes of people. People will loathe it. People will hate it. But we continue. They have thrown almost everything on us. No way. IPOB remains unshakable. I say unshakable. And they know it. They know it. That's why, they now enter into more media calumny, propaganda. Nigeria army, they will say, we have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. Also, these are lies from the pit of hell. Are you hearing me? We have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. Also, these are lies from the pit of hell. Are you hearing me? We have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. Also, these are lies from the pit of hell. Are you hearing me? We have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. In also, these are lies from the pit of hell. Are you hearing me? Have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. In also, these are lies from the pit of hell. Are you hearing me? Have killed the ESN commander. All are lies from the pit of hell. In also,
haki na usawa. Na Biafra ilitangazwa tarehe 30 mwezi wa 5 mwaka 1967 na Kanari Emeka Ojukwu ambaye kwa sasa ni marehemu.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafra. Without a looting, it is his own people that will condemn him. That will tell na anya amahanya na aga correct ya imekwe nka menka. Lekwe na anya ogara ko emezie Nigeria. Because that is how Nigeria is. That is the culture they are trying. Nigeria has successfully implanted in our people, in us as Biafrans. We will not forget that we Biafrans, mostly Igbo Biafrans, anything we learn, we do it even more than those that teach us the thing. Both the good, the bad, and the ugly, anyone. That is why you go in any place. If it's a bad place, you see a Biafra. If a Biafran enters there, he will become the best in that bad. If it's a good place, he will become the best in that good. That is how we are wired. That is why, you see, they know it. The Nigerian Caliphate know that. They know. That's why they are trying to change our nomenclature with Nigeria system, because they know that we will suffer it more, because we will learn more and we will become the best in that worst situation. The worst of worst, let me put it like that. So that is why it is good for us to run out from Nigeria. Even yesterday, now we get out from Nigeria, because living in Nigeria is the same thing as living the continuous colonial legacy. Nigeria is a colonial legacy personified.
The establishment of the legacy of killing Biafrans without recourse to justice. 1. Jos, June 22, 1945. Over 200 Biafrans were massacred in Jos and their property looted. The colonial authorities failed to institute a probe and no justice was obtained for the victims. The legacy endures. 2. Kanu, 1953, over 150 Biafrans killed following the political riots in protest of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. 4. From July 1967 to January 1970, about 6 million Igbo Biafrans were killed for wanting to divorce those who committed a pogrom against them. The international community was not impressed by the scale of the genocide. Millions of Biafran children and civilians died from starvation as a deliberate war tactic. The consolidation of endless killing of Biafrans without recourse to justice by British Nigeria. 5. December 18 to 20, 1980. Kanu State Islamic Revivalists, Maitatsine Group, attacked Christians and burned churches. Over 4,000 Christians were killed and their properties worth millions of naira lost. 6. October 25th to 30th, 1982. Kaduna State, another Maitatsine riot. Over 50 Christians estimated dead. 7. October 30th, 1982. Kano State, Sabongari Municipality. 2 churches burned to ashes, 6 more destroyed. 8. December 26 to 29th, 1982. Maiduguri, Borno State Maitatsine riot. Over 100 Christians lost their lives and properties destroyed. 9. February 15th to 2nd of March 1984. The Gongola State, Jimeta Yola. The Maitatsine group attacked Christians. Over 500 Christians were killed. 10. April 23rd to 28th, 1985. Then Bauchi 1984. The Gongola State, Jimeta Yola. The Maitatsine group attacked Christians. Over 500 Christians were killed. 10. April 23rd to 28th, 1985. Then Bauchi
our bellies. It's about nourishing our economy, our workforce, and our independence. Imagine being at the mercy of external sources for your daily bread. It's like a constant game of tug-of-war at where your sustenance is the rope. Any moment the balance could tip and you'd be left scrambling for resources. This reliance could pose potential threats to national security and economic stability. Outsourcing our food needs puts us in a vulnerable position, susceptible to price hikes, supply chain disruptions, or even political manipulations. But let's flip the coin and look at the benefits of self-sufficiency in food production. Firstly, it empowers our economy. When we invest in agriculture, we're not just planting seeds in the soil, we're sowing the seeds of economic growth. The farm-to-table journey involves many hands, from farmers to transporters, from retailers to restaurateurs. Each link in this chain represents a job, a livelihood, a boost to our economy. Secondly, it ensures food security. By growing our own food, we can control the quality and quantity of our produce. We're also less likely to
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. I don't know, maybe I was talking, I didn't know that my voice was not coming out until I have to check my dashboard. Yeah, I think it was repeating, but I think it's now okay. It might be internet. I check everything. I don't know, maybe internet connectivity, who knows. But we are back. Therefore, as I was saying, today is the 7th day of May 2024. Taatabo Obochi Orie. Therefore, we must continue in spreading this good news. Yes, some people are, yes, but I am back. I was off air, but I am back. I hope my voice is coming out, please. People are inboxing me. Let me see. Yes, my voice is coming out, please. Therefore, as I was saying, I will go into some news headlines, but do not forget that I am on this series of living the continuous colonial legacy. Today, I will talk a little bit about divide and rule, which we have been talking about. Now, I will start by, Tinubu's government. Let me see. No, Nigeria Army is a news headline of May 7, 2024. Nigeria Army police burned down Enugu community after gunmen killed 2 policemen, 4 others. Who are these gunmen? The same, you know what Nigeria is doing, Nigerian government. This is a Nigeria caliphate, I'm calling it. They will disguise and send out people. They are, you had it even in one of our brothers. The one that was talking against Ohaneze Ndibo, trying to go and beg the Fulani. Say it, who are the gunmen? Nigeria, Buhari set up all these things. They are they are looking for ways in order to kill Biafrans and destroy their livelihoods. I've been saying it here. What makes them happy? You see, the caliphate. What keeps them happy is when they see Biafrans wailing. Let us understand this. What you see, the caliphate, it makes it, they are highly overjoyed and happy when they see Biafrans wailing. They are destroying our houses, so in Lagos. Our shops are burnt down. They are burning. Oh Jesus! People are dying. They are happy. He gives them blood. He gives them joy. These are people we are together as a country. Just imagine that. Our pain gives them joy. I don't know why. They made it as a policy, the hatred of Igbos. When I talk about Igbos, please, Ijo, do not think that you are not. They call everybody Ijo, Urubu, Igala, Efi, all are Igbo. For your information. Buhari said it when he was interviewed about the plight, the agitation of saying, he said, who are the he mentioned the TB Kamechi. Who was the president before? Is he not an Igbo man? Good luck, Jonathan. And you are watching. So do not exempt yourself as an Ejo or Shekiri. No. They refer to us all Igbo. For your information. So they hate us. They want to, our agony gives them joy. When they see us wailing, like one massacre in is it Ondo, Ogun State, church massacre, when they massacred people in the church. Now I ask, what is the outcome of the investigation till today? Nada. Nothing. No, we are on top of it. Investigate the law-abiding citizens. Don't take law into your hands. We will get into the matter. We are on top of the matter. That is for only that day, 2 days. That one be forgotten. So when they see you as an Igbo man, as a Biafran, yelling on social media, crying, it gives them joy. So we should learn not to lament. Only lamentation. No. Our enemies love it. They always want to inflict maximum pain on us. That's why they go to Enugu village and burn down. Many of us saw it on social media. Burn down houses. For crimes they orchestrated. Are you hearing me? Whereas, ask the killing of the attack of Nigerian Defense Academy, I think 2021 or 2022. What is the outcome? Did they go on the rampage, killing, burning houses in that Kaduna community? The answer is no. They tell you, don't worry, we will be on we will investigate it. Every day, Nigerian military and police are being massacred in the most horrible way in different communities in the northern part of Nigeria. Did they burn houses? No. Instead, they give the Nigerian soldiers order not to kill even Boko Haram, to capture them alive. Pity, don't ever shoot them. This is a country we are in as one country. But Nigerian army, Today they burn down Enugu community. They burn it down. They raise it down. The other day it was in that Okoma community. They burn it down. Who is a terrorist? Tell me. Do you see? Sometimes I say I regret. I say, why? What brought even look at to come and join us to get people that are incompatible to put us in this mess? We must extricate ourselves from this mess. I'm telling you, they burn down community, they burn houses. The same system that has been implanted, initiated by Britain. Do you know it's like that? The British Army, when we are under direct British colonization, it's like that. If anything happened, look at the 1929, what they call 1929 about women riot, which is peaceful protest by Biafra women. Do you know that Britain killed more than 50 women in that protest? Do you know that? They don't tell you that. They shot and they burned down villages. That was 1929. It has been the British modus operandi. That is what Nigeria military is still, engaging in today. For you to understand that we are a people under occupation, brutal occupation. I posted on my timeline, Facebook timeline, a video of policemen extorting money directly, openly, in Owerri on the road. Just count every car that is passing. You give. That one they don't even is collected. Imagine that is only that one checkpoint too. After 200 meters, another checkpoint is there. The people continue paying. Imagine what we are suffering every day. We are a people that has exceeded the red line. No people can tolerate what we are tolerating. I am telling you honestly. Instead, they kill themselves and kill those people. I am telling you honestly. We are a people downtrodden, knees on our chest, on our nose. We are stifled. Imagine the policeman, Nigerian police, standing collecting money from motor, a very busy road. Every second the car passes and he collects money. Imagine how much they are making in a day. Imagine. Just imagine that. And all those people who is paying is you and I, is our people that are paying. It's we are paying. Whether as long as you're Biafran, you are paid. Anywhere, if you want to be in America, if you want to be in another planet, you are paying. Because when I tell you, say, brother, send every time, phone is send. They are doing send, and I want one if send. Here they say send. Is part of that money you are sending. We are sending that is being given to the police officers. That is the reality, making things very difficult, stifling us to the brim, to the highest, and we are enjoying it. I never endure. But last few months, have you forgotten? I think an Italian tourist that was a biker, and his secret camera captured when he was being stopped, and two Nigerian police officers were begging money. This one begging, because he's a tourist. That's why they are begging him. But in our own, as a Biafran, they don't beg you. It's an obligation. If you don't do it, they kill you. How many of our people they have killed every day? They cock gun and kill you for not giving them bribe, or for nothing. 50 naira, 100 naira. You must imagine they collect each policeman, each police group in a checkpoint. They collect 50, 100 naira from 10,000 cars in a day. Imagine what it is. Because as long as you are passing there, you must give. Imagine what it means. Check the money. You that is giving, say, 100 naira now, it don't mean anything. Imagine 10,000 people a day, one day. Just calculate it. you see that we are suffering. I am but honestly speaking, we are in a bigger mess than we think. And for your information, look at the Fulani headsmen. They are coming in mostly in Delta State. They are invading. Fulani headsmen are seriously invading Delta State now. Maybe whether they run, some of them that run out of Edo. You know, they don't allow the Hausa Sarikin something there. So now they are coming down to a very soft, cheaper place in Delta, where people are not organized to understand that everybody is facing the same danger. Instead of gathering, supporting what we are doing, you see people even conniving with the Fulani in order to do what? To get something from their fellow brothers. You see the problem? The Fulani headsmen are seriously invading Delta State. The places they occupy now are mostly in Abraka, Obiaruku, in Okwane local government, and Ndoka West local government, Ndokwa West local government. They have also occupied Okwale, Lagos Obe, Obetim, Efo, Obodigbo, Anedema, Agbo in a local government. These are places they have occupied. They are also at Abavo, Oweke, and Owaniro, which is Governor Kowa's community. And Edema, Fulani headsmen have taken over that community, and they're even coming inside the community for grazing. And you know the worst, they have dogs. Some of them have dogs, and they stay in a group. They give them, it's still our people that give them, rent them rooms. You see 12 to 13 of Fulani living in one room, all with dogs. Hell, when can we learn? When do we learn? Maybe not a person renting. They give him so from time to time they give him 1 kilo of meat, cow meat. That is gluttony. And they buy many just because of meat, they will turn against their own people, become saboteurs against their own people. And you know, it seems the level of punishment that is being meted to us, whether is equal to the wickedness and the primitivity of our people. Maybe it's what I'm considering. Maybe the level of punishment being meted to us, maybe it's equals to the primitivity of our people. Somebody will, because they give him 1 kilo of meat, he will bring in a full. They promise him be giving him 2 kilos of meat every month, and he will allow the Fulani come. He will be supporting them. Where is self-preservation in our land? Where is self-preservation? What you call discrimination is not, sometimes it's not discrimination, it is self-preservation. That is why you see some races, the good things they have first, first of all, they give priority to their own race, to their people. And you'll be shouting, hey, because I'm a stranger, because I'm black. No, it is self-preservation. If you don't know it, you learn it. But our people don't know that is that primitivity, primitive character. I'm still maintaining it. You can call later when the lines are open in order to, dispute what I'm saying. We are all learners. We learn. But I'm telling you that our people are primitive. Many of our people are still highly primitive. They don't understand what is self-preservation. to preserve our own, to give priority to our own first, not to sell our own because of what you can gain you yourself. Don't you see example? Example is the governor of Imo State, the Supreme Court governor. Is that primitivity? That is why he is there. But he's going on private jet, isn't he? He is going on private jet. Orango Tango can ride the private jet. Does it change him? That is, many people don't understand this word primitivity. They thought that once you dress well, you are wealthy as a human being, now you are civilized. No, 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 no. Your behavior. If Hope Uzodimma is civilized, let me tell you what will have happened. Yes, he want that seat of governorship. Yes, it's normal. But when they went to election, he scored number 4, which he knew it. When proposition come to him secretly by the caliphate, say you are our man, we will put you there and you do our bidding. He will look them and say politely, that is civilization, civilized character. He will tell them, yes, don't worry, I need it. Don't worry, help me later when election will come later in 4 years. You know, our people, they are somehow. I'm 4th position. Had it been I'm 2nd, no problem. But I'm 4th. Yes, I want power, but not at the blood of my people. So please, just hold on. He will answer them and shut them off politely. That is civilization. Do you see it? Because the blood of his people, his political ambition should not merit the innocent blood of Imo people. Just like Goodluck Jonathan said in 2015, my political ambition does not merit the blood of Nigerians. And I used to correct. I said, look, where they used to say be civilized, somehow civilized, when it comes to their competition outside their people, then you see them, they behave. Hey, they become civil. Imagine Hope Uzodimma. Maybe he's contesting something in Abuja with Hausa, with Yoruba. What was the 4th? He will just say, no, don't worry, you people want I'm in 4th position. Later on, see you in next election. Because I don't want anything that will jeopardize. They will show civilization. But imagine that Goodluck Jonathan, he was a governor, and after another person, another Biafran also, they were disputing the governorship. Do you think that he will come out to ask and announce that no, my blood, the blood of my political ambition does not merit the blood of my people? Do you think he will say so? The answer is no. There he will. Don't you see what River State governor and Wike, what they are showcasing? Don't you see that? Can they do that if they are doing it in Abuja, far away Abuja with other people, other tribes? No. There they become highly civil, highly civilized. But when it comes to their own people, they start manifesting that crude Neanderthalic character. Do you used to notice what I am noticing always? Do you used to notice our people will come or ndio kamanama, ndike, or kikenulu. They killed their brother, they killed their sibling. Who are you? But let him do the thing with an outsider. Showcase so high civilization, civilized character. Because he is weak. When he is strong is when it comes to his people. That is one thing with our people, I am telling you. And this is primitive character. We must shed this type of character. I am telling you. They burn down Enugu community. Our Igbo cannot do nothing. They tell them, look, it's what you did is what Ifajun and Kaduna and Zogu did 1966. That is what we are avenging. And they take it. They took it. They swallowed it. You see how that book publisher, how he was, they brainwash him of how Ali, why Sunnis are killing Shiites because of the innocent blood of Ali, the cousin of Muhammad. You know, stop preaching. I'm getting that. Oh, I'm on a silly. These people I will now intellectual. I work with here, honestly speaking. Whether here, forget that they started denying it. Nah, it was a slip of tongue. I was so look at them. Look at them, Ndushi. Look at them. When they were caught, they thought that they can do it secretly. It's a slip of tongue. And you were preaching how Ali was killed by this and that started the killing of today. And the man rightly asked, the killing of Sadwana and Tafawa Bello, is it? It's a slip of tongue. And you were preaching how Ali was killed by this and that started the killing of today. And the man rightly asked, the killing of Sadwana and Tafawa Bello, is it? All of us to be slaughtered. Igbo people, Igbos. When I say Igbos, everywhere is involved. They want us massacred. Ifajuna that also spearheaded one of the spearheads of that coup. During the war, he also sabotaged Ojukwu to go back to the one Nigeria. Do you see all these things? They don't reason. History, they cut history from up and continue. And you are calling them intellectuals. IPO, it's only IPOB that will save us, honestly speaking. Without IPOB, we are all gone. Forget to. Let me continue. Let me continue, please. There is another news headline. Tinubu's government demanded $150 million bribe to make illegal Nigeria charges go away. That is Binance. This Binance CEO. What is his name? Mr. Teng. Yes. After they will be telling you that, look, it's Yahoo boys that are making Nigeria, spoiling Nigerian name. These are. Do you see how ridiculous Nigeria is? Very selfish looters they are. Shameless. They destroy themselves in the eyes of the international community because everything to them is money. Now, no Nigerian worth anything in the eyes of any international. No Nigerian person doesn't worth, you worth nothing in the eyes of any international because of what they behave, the way they behave. Nigerian government officials have been accused of soliciting bribe. That is true. There are some things they will tell you. You know that Nigeria will behave more than this, soliciting bribes to the tune of $150 million from global cryptocurrency giant Binance. The firm executives said on Tuesday. It's true. They destroy everybody so that when you hold Nigeria passport, you become nothing in the eyes of the world. Nothing. They want to hear about nothing. And they do more than that. They do more than that. They destroy everybody so that when you hold Nigeria passport, you become nothing in the eyes of the world. Nothing. They want to hear about nothing. And they do more than that. They do more than that. They destroy everybody, so that when you hold Nigeria passport, you become nothing in the eyes of the world. Nothing. They want to hear about nothing. And they do more than that. They do more than that. They destroy everybody, so that when you hold Nigeria passport, you become nothing in the eyes of the world. Nothing. They want to hear about nothing. And they do more than that. They do more than that. So that when you hold Nigeria passport, you become nothing in the eyes of the world. Nothing. They want to hear about nothing. And they do more than that. They do more than that. Whether they feel happy or they feel sad, though, it is none of their business. Just come and do your thing, open mouth and talk. Go on, say Nigeria would have been better if Yaradua had completed his tenure. Oh, Nigeria would have been paradise. But why Nigeria is not good is because Yaradua didn't complete his tenure. And you see that? No, Nigeria would have been better had it been Abacha didn't die. Yes. Everybody can bring out anything. Concoct your own. Oh, Nigeria would have been better had it been Obasanjo did not rule. Yes, it's a probability. You just open your mouth and make a sound. As long as it sounds. Concoct your own. Oh, Nigeria would have been better had it been Obasanjo did not rule. Yes. It's a probability. You just open your mouth and make a sound. As long as it sounds. I know whether my voice is repeating. Whether my voice is, yes, I'm hearing my voice is okay. We must continue. So, as I was saying, a boat that is capsizing, they must have blame game. Oh, Nigeria is like this because monkey swallow naira. Oh, it would have been good had it been a cock. Cock didn't swallow dollars in Nigeria. They talk garbage. Nonsense. They talk nonsense, and dead bodies are listening, because that is, you are, as a dead body, you are meant to listen to garbages. Either it makes you happy or it makes you sad, because you cannot sense anything, you cannot respond to stimuli. So what is the need? That's why they open mouth and talk anything, and you must listen. That's it. Nigerians don't react. They don't react to stimuli because they are not living. Okay. Let me read another news headline before. Nigerian Army claims troops kill 4 ES commanders during shootout in Imo State. That is lie from the pit of hell. That is a lie. That is what they know best, how to tell lies, how to make media propaganda. Now there is no more media Nigeria has no more media monopoly. So if they talk, we just go social media, or just cancel it, write it fake news, finish. People know that fake news. Now let me read this one also. Forgotten Nigerian school girl Leah Shaibu married two Boko Haram leaders. Now has two kids. Repentant terrorists. Repentant unquote. Oh. It's Nigerian news. Repentant terrorists revealed. Now I ask, why is this girl being forgotten? Why is this girl? Where are they? Bring back our girls. Where are they? They forgot this girl. They forgot her. Christians forget. You know, people that can be bought with anything. Nigerian Christians. They will forget you. When I saw they killed the Fulani headsmen, sometime I think 2 or 3 years ago, killed the Reverend Father in I think Enugu, and I saw Reverend Fathers protesting, marching down to governor's house. Everybody was thinking, saying, "Now today, these people, hey, at least today, now Reverend Fathers, they will draw down then. Don't worry." On reaching to governor's house, they were giving audience. No police brutality because they are Reverend Fathers. They are being respected. They are giving audience. Also, you address the governor and the audience address the world. What is your annoyance? And there I started hearing somebody, the Reverend Father that mounted podium. He first of all started thanking the governor for even allowing them to breathe air. He thanked Mietiala for their security, for providing security in Enugu. He thank all of them, Mietiala. That not that they are protesting or for anything, but they are thanking them for what they are doing in their land. Na inele ano here. Now, what is happening? You now understand that these people, there is nothing. If you are thinking about them, that they are with you, they will do, they'll forget. After governor promised them, don't worry, as you come here, I will see you people. Don't worry, everything will be okay. Only wanna move. And you see that these are people without class, no style, no class at all. And I looted them, even right from that day. I looted them. Look at how Sheikh Gumi used to talk with authority. He speaks that look, that the terrorists, they are their warriors, that they should be negotiated with, that they are fighting for because of injustice being made. He's just talking nonsense, but with authority. Which a Christian pastor or clergy will do that? They are thinking of, wretched women they will scam to sow seed. How they will preach that, miracle. Everybody, people will receive miracle money. Just will sow seed. Is it the people you are counting on to sow seed? How they will preach that, miracle. Everybody, people will receive miracle money. Just will sow seed. Is it the people you are counting on to sow seed? How they will preach that, miracle. Everybody, people will receive miracle money. Just will sow seed. Is it the people you are counting on Nothing. I say, nah, one there. We care. If you say, let us go back to our roots. You are insulting my Jesus. Now, can I happen on that one? Can I happen on that one? Go start there because akowa ya chigeji. Very cheap set of human beings with no balls. That's why I name you. Let me go direct to the topic of my submission, please. I have many other news headlines, but I will talk it another day. This one, foreign boots on our soil. That is one political party rejects, you say is rejecting US because there is a rumor that the United States and France, they are being pursued from every part of Africa. From Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, name them, Mali, Chad. Where would they see solace? In the midst of dead bodies. Anywhere in American troops, these foreign troops enter, they add to problems. They bring deaths and destruction with them. For your information. We are coming to bring democracy. Didn't they bring democracy in Iraq? Iraqis are regretting. America brought democracy to them. They imposed their democracy. The same they did in Libya. They imposed democracy in Libya, didn't they? Didn't they? Today, Libyans are enjoying American democracy. Go and interview. If you interview 100 Libyans, all of them are regretting their, how the West use media to lie to them that, they demonized Gaddafi. They made him become demon. The same they did to, Iraqi president, former Iraqi president, Saddam Hussein. Oh, he is a demon in human flesh. He chops a human being. Is it not the same thing they demonize Idi Amin? As a kid, I thought that Idi Amin is a demon. Honestly speaking, now these people they treat us so. I thought Idi Amin was a living Satan. Is later I do understand that Idi Amin is a person that challenges them, challenge the West. He wants his people to be free. Now they use their media preponderance and killed him in the mindset of everybody. The same thing they did to Robert Mugabe. Oh, that's why we should be grateful with even social media. Now they cannot achieve all these things again because even do people listen to all this their mainstream media? Do people really listen to them? Because what you will hear in the CNN, you are seeing it live with people. Everybody is a journalist now, videoing everywhere. Oh, they intercepted Israel and America. They intercepted 99.9% of Iranian Iranian missiles. But the private people's video show otherwise. Say na enwekwe damages, so forget when here and there. Reality day here. Is it not how it happened? And even France say. Let me read. Because Macron, French government, yes, Emmanuel Macron. Somebody used to call him Macroni. Emmanuel Macron. He said French government rules out establishing military base in Nigeria. Deny such a discussion. Whenever you hear they deny this thing in public, know that that thing they say is true. You see these people. You see these people. I have understood them. Once they deny, they come out to deny, say no, there is no such. No, that is established, is true. Are you hearing me? So, as the French government rules out establishing military base in Nigeria, the time you will hear it is already done. But let them do it in their land, in the north. Let them not touch our side. Let them know near our side. Because they always bring death and destruction, poverty, anywhere they go. They have been in Niger for how donkey years, but Niger cannot even boast of electricity. A producer of uranium, more than 30% of world uranium is Niger Republic. France is taking it all, giving them 0.00001% of the income. You see such wickedness? And they will come out to say, no, Niger is the poorest country in the world. These people, imagine people with conscience. They will even build a small nuclear reactor, at least give them electricity. But they don't give nothing. They don't give, I say, nothing. The idea, no, we are fighting terrorism in the Sahel. But they are there multiplying terrorism. Aiding them, multiplying them. So that to justify their stay there forever. These people, they behave like, that is why they are in love with the Fulani. They are the same thing. They behave the same way. They don't have no conscience. They don't give you nothing unless you come out by force to challenge them. Otherwise, you remain. They want to make you slave forever. Nothing for you. Nothing for you. So we must continue. All these, they are pursuing American military from every place. Instead of go back to America now, send the children to America. Say no. If they pursue them in this part of Africa, they go there. I think now they are, whether going to Morocco, and this one they are talking of Nigeria. That is the truth about it. But we must be at alert. Now, as I said, let me just touch little about living the continuous colonial legacy. That is divide and rule. We have been talking about divide and rule for a long time, and we will continue because that is the reality facing us. Living in Nigeria signifies living in the continuous colonial legacy, because as I used to say, Nigeria as a country, Nigeria is colonial legacy personified. Continuous living in Nigeria is, Africa in general. Because Africa in general is Africa is charted by as colonial legacy personified. Continuous living in Nigeria is, Africa in general. Because Africa in general is Africa is charted by as continuous living in Nigeria is, Africa in general. Because Africa in general is Africa is charted by as but after they reshuffle themselves. Do you know that Saudi Arabia, as you are seeing it, Saudi Arabia was established in I think 1932. Saudi Arabia as a country was founded 1932. UAE, United Arab Emirates, you are seeing today, it was founded 1971 as a country. Oh, many others, the same thing. Bahrain, the same thing. Some are 70s, some are 1930s. They reshuffled themselves. They didn't allow the way they were being colonized, they remain like that. No. Go and study history. And that is their progress, because they went back to their roots. The agitation for the restoration of Biafra is number one, going back to our roots, because we are going back to something that is ours. We, not foreign imposed. Do you understand me? That's why, like any African country, I'm talking about Africa, mostly Africa, because they hate Africa with reckless abandon. I am telling you, It doesn't matter how they pretend. Their policies on Africa is that Africa is just a place that's supposed to be subjugated, subjugable entity. That is their policy. Any country that fights for freedom, they will not, African country, they will not get freedom as they want it. Look at South Sudan. South Sudan, they suffered for war for 39 years. 39. Iria for Ato, now Itoli. 39 good years. They left them to suffer. You know, our first lady said, no person is going to do something for us, so if you count the West. Because we are not East European, we are not Europeans. We are not, we are Africans. So they will leave us to suffer. They will leave us to kill ourselves to extinction, to die. When there is no way, they will now do something. Look at how they just simply they killed John Garang, who the people love, who started the second revolution. John Garang, loved by his people. That had it been he is in power, there wouldn't have been no civil war in Sudan. But they will give you that thing, allow you, but with bad heart. Revolution. John Garang, loved by his people. That had it been he is in power, there wouldn't have been no civil war in Sudan. But they will give you that thing, allow you, but with bad heart. Had it been he is in power, there wouldn't have been no civil war in Sudan. But they will give you that thing, allow you, but with bad heart. Back to our roots. The Arabs did it. That's why they are progressing. Are you hearing me? Before the Arab country, they were colonized by Ottoman Danfodio. Sorry. Ottoman Empire. Sorry. It's a slip of tongue. Ottoman Empire. That is the present day Turkey. Before 1915. Before the First World War. And the Europeans, they went and sided with Arabs. Say, these people colonize you. We will help you get free. Okay? You will start up uprising. Even in Palestine. Everywhere, we will help you. And they help them and colonize them. But later on, Arabs, they are whites also. So they have respect. The way they treat them is not the way they treat Africans. Palestine, everywhere, we will help you. And they help them and colonize them. But later on, Arabs, they are whites also. So they have respect. The way they treat them is not the way they treat Africans. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people When you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. That is why fighting for our freedom, genuine freedom, is very difficult. It's difficult. That's why when you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. When you see people yapping, they don't understand what we are in. They don't understand. No. Why my dashboard buffering coming? I don't know, but we must continue. Nonetheless, we must continue preaching this gospel. Instead, I will replay this program, honestly, but we must continue. We must continue. So, as I was saying, the international conspiracy against us is too high. Let us understand this. It's too much. We shall never shy away from this. It is reality. So, they don't want look at the evil that is going on in Nigeria. Look at how tribalism, everything is scattering everywhere. But Britain continue telling us, no, the diversity is your strength. No, continue, you must be there. The British policy is for scattering everywhere. But Britain continue telling us, no, the diversity is your strength. No, continue, you must be there. The British policy is for, they are stealing everything from crude oil to mineral resources, other solid mineral resources, to the extent Bill Gates now come for, he bought every Nigerian organ in advance, human organ in advance. Why are they able to do this? Because we are living in Nigeria, the continuous colonial legacy. That is Nigeria. They force us to be there. Why are they able to do this? Because we are living in Nigeria, the continuous colonial legacy. That is Nigeria. They force us to be there. Are living in Nigeria, the continuous colonial legacy. That is Nigeria. They force us to be there. The most potent weapon of our enemies against us is division and disunity, sowing the seed of discord among us. We should realize and remember that our eternal leader, Chukwu Emeka Odimegwu Ojukwu, was the military governor of the eastern region. Are you hearing me? You know, eastern region. But after the 1966 pogrom, when Biafrans were massacred everywhere. Now, in 1967, in a bid to divide us into pieces and raise the internal parallel forces to fight Ojukwu, Gowon divided the eastern region into 3 states: River State, Cross River State, and the East Central States, and divide us into pieces and raise the internal parallel forces to fight Ojukwu. Gowon divided the eastern region into 3 states: River State, Cross River State, and the East Central States, and divided the eastern region into 3 states: River State, Cross River State, and the East Central States, and back. And that second time, they were massacred the worst. And the few of them that came back, they rally around and say, no, Ojukwu, you must lead us and remove us from Nigeria. You deceive us the first time for us to go back, that everything is okay. And we went back, they killed us the more. But when they are talking about the history, what happened, they will not tell you this, that Ojukwu negotiated and Gowon guaranteed the safety of Biafrans, of Igbos. They say, no problem, this one Nigeria, and Ojukwu accepted. They will not tell you this. Even our intellectuals, so-called intellectuals, intellectuals, they don't hammer on this to the public. They don't tell them this. They'll tell them, oh, Ojukwu is the cause of the war. He declared Biafra. They will not tell you that Ojukwu didn't even want to move away from Nigeria. No, people force him because of what happened. They don't tell you this. You don't hear it. Do you see why Radio Biafra is different? We tell you the facts, and we defeat you with superior arguments. They kill our people. They govern people. They cut off people's necks, heads, and send their corpses by train down to the east to show us how wicked they are. Our people saw this. Ojukwu said, no, don't react, don't take laws into your hands. What is happening? He called Gowon and talk with said, he said, oh no, this is isolated incidents, please, it will not happen again. Tell your people, no, this is one Nigeria, let them go back to wherever they are living, no problem. He called the emirs of the north and they confirmed, say, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the north. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Of the north, and they confirm, say, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the north. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Of the north, and they confirm, say, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the north. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Of the north, and they confirm, say, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the north. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Of the north, and they confirm, say, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the north. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Of the North. And they confirm, say, no, no problem, not knowing that is a trap. Now our people rush back to the North. They slaughter the more and more. They will not tell you this. Was what? He said, okay, he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and was what? He said, okay, he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and was what? He said, okay, he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and was what? He said, okay, he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and was what? He said, okay, he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and he just started the creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and creation of states. I preached it last time. He divided Eastern region into 3. River states, Cross River states, and into 3. River states, Cross River states, and continue. So, as I was saying, let me continue, please. As I was saying, go on balkanize Biafra land. So, as I was saying, let me continue, please. As I was saying, go on balkanize Biafra land. So, as I was saying, let me continue, please. As I was saying, go on balkanize Biafra land. Infiltrator, chief infiltrator. That the person that is coming after Nnamdi Kanu replacing him, he's more dangerous. When I saw the BBC praises on the Ekperima, I laugh. Hey, I say lekone ajo mo Satan abiana. Hey, Satan abiana the risk. The BBC praises on the experiment. I laugh. Hey, I say lekone ajo mo Satan abiana. Hey, Satan abiana. There is somebody on you, and promote him with their media, their puppet. They tried to do it in IPOB, but it backfired on them. It didn't work because we are at alert. IPOB, we are at alert. That is what Gowon did. Now we created parallel governments across rivers, and now give an East Central state to Juku say, oh yeah, you are now me being the federal president, federal head of state. You are now no more. You are no more in charge of the East Central. I mean Eastern region. There is nothing like Eastern region. Now you have three, and it worked. Rebellion started in our land. People started, now Juku beg, don't give order, no be you. People that were united before, now they start seeing themselves as different people. Do you see it? It's the same thing they are doing today. History is repeating itself. There is one news I want to read. It's a news headline on, let me see, which date itself. There is one news I want to read. It's a news headline on, let me see, which date itself. There is one news I want to read. It's a news headline on, let me see, which date itself. There is one news I want to read. It's a news headline on, let me see, which date on, let me see, which date going to set up parallel IPOB, and they will be at the back watching. Now the parallel IPOB will be battling with IPOB. This is what they did. That is when you see somebody from nowhere being promoted by Kanu. Come and take over, Radio Biafra. They try to sell everything, sell to Onion, do sell. Oh yeah, he is this and that. When you are greedy, when the world is watching you, the powers that be, they know who is who. They know who to approach and with what. They approach you with your desire. If you are greedy, they come with greed. So they know you will accept. Now you might not even know that you are being used. You see it? IPOB. The same thing now they are doing. Now they have tried setting up parallel IPOB. They fail. You know where they come now? They say we will internationalize a just struggle. I will read a bit. Professor Benjamin Okaba, President, Ajon National Congress, said this in a communique of the 24th edition of the Ajon National Day celebration held in Bayelsa. Okaba said that the vexatious, they use grammar, vexatious factors that provoked grievances between the late Major Adakaburu and the federal government in the improper management of the oil political economy of Nigeria have remained unmitigated. English is not their language, but they try to bring a cram dictionary in order to confuse ordinary people, and you'll be clapping for them. Now, according to him, the Ijaw environment continues to bear the brunt of petroleum resources exploitation or petroleum resources exploitation related pollution without concomitant remediation or reparations of the heavily despoiled ecosystem. One thing I observe, go to English write-ups. People from England, English write-ups. They don't use a big grammar. They don't use big grammar. I'm telling you, they use simple grammars that everybody will understand. But look at orangutans that learn language. That is primitivity. Primitive character. In the way also, if they are speaking, they speak little, simple words that could be understood by all and sundry. But orangutans that learn the language, primitive character. In the way also, if they are speaking, they speak little, simple words that could be understood by all and sundry. But orangutans that learn the language, words that could be understood by all and sundry. But orangutans that learn the language, you will try to give impression that yes, you have command of that thing. But words that could be understood by all and sundry. But orangutans that learn the language, you will try to give impression that yes, you have command of that thing. But your people seek is for a fair, just and justifiable reward for our resources and sacrifices. You can never get it in Nigeria. It's impossible. I will tell you why. The Ijaw Congress has articulated a set of prescient conditions for its continuous commitment to the Nigeria project, and these include restoration of true federalism, fiscal federalism. You are committed to the Nigeria project, but you want self-determination. These are two things that cannot work. They don't go together. Cannot work. The Ijaw Congress has articulated a set of prescient conditions for its continuous commitment to the Nigeria project, and these include restoration of true federalism. They want continuous Nigeria project through federalism. You cannot get it. If you settle for less, you get nothing. Go for the highest. Start negotiation from a powerful point. But when you start going, so what am I trying to say? They are setting up these people. They have tried Ekperimanko as parallel IPOB. It doesn't work. Now they come. Hey, Joya, start. Hey, internationalize your own agitation, so that they will bastardize what you are doing. Say, no, you people do your Biafra, we do our job. Do you see? It becomes a child's play. Are you hearing me? It is their system. It is their way. Britain is on the move. Now start this so that it will make everything will be classified. No, bring down Biafra struggle. Now you say, okay, you people, okay, we start discussing about it. Just say no. After now, everything will quell. They have agents they are using. They say the Ijaw Congress has articulated a set of prescient conditions for its continuous commitment to the Nigeria project. Okay. The Devolution of power and repeal. Sorry, I'm coming, please. Commitment to the Nigeria project. Okay. Devolution of power and repeal. Sorry, I'm coming, please. Devolution of power and repeal. Sorry, I'm coming, please. It seems my my voice is going and ceasing, but I promise I will replay this broadcast. I'll replay it another day. I'll replay it. So please, it seems my my voice is going and ceasing, but I promise I will replay this broadcast. I'll replay it another day. I'll replay it. So please, they have failed to destroy IPOB from within. Now they are coming from outside, using another set of people in order to bring up we are struggling in self-determination, but we agree, or we are not talking about a division of Nigeria. We are one Nigeria, using another set of people in order to bring up we are struggling in self-determination, but we agree, or we are not talking about a division of Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. They are just speaking grammar, English. Restoration of Ijaw territory as non-balkanized administrative and politically generated units. Do you see? How is it possible under Nigeria? Tell me. Oh, Jonathan. A part of Ijaw is in Ondo State. Part are in Delta. Part are in Rivers. And part are in Bayelsa. Now they want one entity, but under Nigeria. How is it possible? Beacon. The same way they balkanize Igbo everywhere. But I want to read something down before I continue. This is for the reassurance and promotion of Ijaw development pursuits by creating at least 2 additional states, more local government areas and wards for the Ijaws. They are crying about the balkanization of Ijaws into different states, but they want additional states. Do you see that these people are confused? When money talks, when money is being given to them, they talk. All their target is IPOB, our enemies. Because Gowon, no, he did it in 1967. He balkanized East. Talks when money is being given to them, they talk. All their target is IPOB, our enemies. Because Gowon, no, he did it in 1967. He balkanized East. Their target is IPOB, our enemies. Because Gowon, no, he did it in 1967. He balkanized East. Must continue what we are doing. We must not fail. We must never be never slack. Never slack. Because our enemies are throwing everything at us. Our enemies, they are throwing everything at us, thinking that they will destroy us. But it's impossible. Now they have risen another people, a National Congress. Oh, fight for your also, start your own. So that as you are starting, you are talking, make noise. So that now you downgrade the Biafra struggle. So that our brothers in IPOB, they say, no, this is our own. It's a Joe own. So let us leave Biafra first. Let us fight for a Joe. You cannot make it alone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. We have to join hands together and get ourselves out. Now, once we get out from this almighty hand of Britain, now with consensus, if you wake up tomorrow and say no, we don't want to be part of Biafra, the only thing is that you go on plebiscite, referendum. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party. If majority say we don't want to be part of Biafra, now we do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party. We do feast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this several times. He said we will call for feast, send off party. We are still brothers, but you are now a country of your own. We are party.
Chronology of Biafran victims of Islamic terrorism, jihadism, and systemic injustice. Biafrans are not safe in British Nigeria. Below is a partial list and proof of the progressive genocide of Biafrans. The establishment of the legacy of killing Biafrans without recourse to justice. 1. Jos, June 22, 1945. Over 200 Biafrans were massacred in Jos and their property looted. The colonial authorities failed to institute a probe and no justice was obtained for the victims. The legacy endures. 2. Kanu, 1953, over 150 Biafrans killed following the political riots in protest of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. Of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. 4.
Delta belongs to Jigawa. Yes, because we are called Nigeria today. So that's what I'm telling you. The oil belongs to us all. And we as Nigerians shall do everything possible to make sure we take that oil so that Jigawa people will have the oil as well. Will have the money of the oil. Anybody who thinks the oil of Biafra belongs to only Biafra is just deceiving himself. As long as we are Nigeria, we will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil so that there will be uninterrupted supply of money to Jigawa State. As long as we are called Nigeria. Of course, we are not the same people. We have to understand that, look, I am a Fulani man, and Ijo is different, Yoruba is different, but then God has made us to stay together. So why can't we attempt to stay together? I honestly do not mind, even if we're going pathways. Let's sit on the table, and I agree that, look, that oil of Bielsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But as of today, that oil.
Welcome back, please. I don't know. I want to play this, which you have been hearing, but I want to play it because of the Ijo Youth Congress that are asking for resource control. They want to internationalize their struggle for resource control. I want to play this for them to understand, or because they know, we know it. So I want it to also to remind them that as long as Nigeria continues existing, that oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa, oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa, oil in Imo, in Izombe, in our Mama belongs to Jigawa. That is the reality. So listen. Listen. It's a reminder. Listen.
Belongs to Chicago. The oil in Delta belongs to Chicago. No, yes, because we are called Nigeria today. So that's what I'm telling you. The oil belongs to us all. And we as Nigerians shall do everything possible to make sure we take that oil so that a lot of people will have the oil. So we'll have the money of the oil. Anybody who thinks the oil of Biafra belongs to only Biafra is just deceiving himself.
If anybody in Biafra is thinking that oil in Biafra belongs to only Biafra, is deceiving himself. And this is a reminder. We have had this for thousands of times, but we continue reminding our people. For those that are saying that they want to internationalize a just struggle, as long as Nigeria is concerned, oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa. Continue listening, please.
As long as we're in Nigeria, we will make sure that we have uninterrupted supply of oil.
As long as we are all Nigerians, we will make sure Jigawa, Katsina, we will make sure that they have uninterrupted supply of oil. Are you hearing it? That is Nigeria for you. The continuous colonial legacy. Something that belongs to you that you have to use to better your life, your environment, your people. Now, because we are all Nigerians, now you have to give it up to them. Are you hearing me? They do the pipeline, gas pipeline from Zombe, from our mama down to Niger to Europe. We have no border, no frontier. Our oil, our gas have no border, but they impose visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be
visa restrictions on us human beings. Do you see how the world works? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be uninterrupted.
Do you see it? Do you see it? Oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa as long as Nigeria continues to exist. Listen.
So that there will be uninterrupted.
Yes, we must continue. Honestly speaking, today's broadcast is not smooth as I'm seeing it. That's why maybe I will even have to stop. I have to stop.
So why can't we attempt to stay together? And I honestly do not mind, even if we hold pathways. Let's sit on the table, and I agree, look, that oil of Bayelsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But after today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood. That oil of Bayelsa, Jigawa cannot have a share. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But after today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood. No way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But after today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood.
And people are laughing. And you see,
no way. You know, I don't mind us talking like that. But after today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood.
And people are laughing. And you see,
as of today, that oil, we shall do everything within our means, everything with our blood.
And people are laughing. And you see,
Chronology of Biafran victims of Islamic terrorism, jihadism, and systemic injustice. Biafrans are not safe in British Nigeria. Below is a partial list and proof of the progressive genocide of Biafrans. The establishment of the legacy of killing Biafrans without recourse to justice. 1. Jos, June 22, 1945. Over 200 Biafrans were massacred in Jos and their property looted. The colonial authorities failed to institute a probe and no justice was obtained for the victims. The legacy endures. 2. Kanu, 1953, over 150 Biafrans killed following the political riots in protest of the so-called treatment of northern political leaders in Ibadan. 3. Between May and October 1966, over 100,000 Igbo Biafrans were killed in an organized pogrom following the coup of January 15, 1966. 4. From July 1967 to January 1970, about 6 million Igbo Biafrans were killed for wanting to divorce those who committed a pogrom against them. The international community was not impressed by the scale of the genocide. Millions of Biafran children and civilians died from starvation as a deliberate war tactic. The consolidation of endless killing of Biafrans without recourse to justice by British Nigeria. 5. December 18 to 20, 1980. Kanu State Islamic Revivalists, Maitatsine Group, attacked Christians and burned churches. Over 4,000 Christians were killed and their properties worth millions of naira lost. 6. October 25th to 30th, 1982, Kaduna State, another Maitatsin riot. Over 50 Christians estimated dead. 7. October 30th, 1982, Kanu State, Sabongari Municipality. 2 churches burned to ashes, 6 more destroyed. 8. December 26th to 29th, 1982, Maiduguri, Borno State Maitatsin riot. Over 100 Christians lost their lives and properties destroyed. 9. February 15th to 2nd of March 1984, the Gongola State, Jimeta Yola. The Maitatsin group attacked Christians. Over 500 Christians were killed. 10. April 23rd to 28th, 1985, then Bauchi State, Gombe, Maitatsin uprising. More than 100 Christians lost their lives. 11. March 6 to 12, 1987, Kaduna State, Kafanchan, Kaduna Zaria, and Katsina in Katsina State. Muslim students attacked Christian students at College of Education in Kafanchan, and Christians fought back. The fight later spread to other places. More than 150 churches were burnt, and over 25 Christians killed. 12. March 1988, Kaduna Polytechnic, Kaduna, Kaduna State Government, destroy a Christian chapel under construction. This led to religious uprising. 13. 1988, Kaduna State, ABU University Zaria. Benson Omenka, final year student, killed by Muslim students during Students' Union election. Christian students were also stoned, maimed and raped. 14. 1988, Bauchi State, Gombe in Bauchi State secondary schools. Muslim students attacked Christian teachers and students in GSS Gombe, GTC Gombe and GS Bauchi and other secondary schools in Bauchi State. Some of the Christian students were badly wounded. 15. April 20th to 23, 1991. Bauchi State, fighting between Muslims and Christians. More than 200 people lost their lives and 700 churches and mosques were burnt. 16. October 14th to 16th, 1991. Kano State, Kano. The Reinhard-Bonn riots, fighting between Muslims and Christians as Muslim activists rampaged and protested against a planned revival meeting during which a German evangelist, Reinhard Bonhoeffer, was expected to be the guest preacher. 17. October 19th, 91, Plateau State. A young man from Anaguta was beaten to death on a field opposite University of Jos during election primaries of the defunct Social Democratic Party, SDP. 18. February 19, 92, Kano State. Many Christians were massacred and churches destroyed. 19. February 19, 92, Plateau State, Jos. A young Christian, married with one child, was beaten to death by Muslims as he was going home from an evening church meeting at Yantaya Junction, Joslin 20. April 15 to 16, 1992, Kaduna State, Zangon Kataf local government area. What was supposed to be a communal riot between Christians and Muslims and spread throughout Kaduna State. Hundreds of people lost their lives and buildings were burnt. 21. May 18, 1992, Kaduna, Zaria. Reverend Tatsio Dunia of ECWA, Reverend Musa Bakut and a host of others were murdered by Muslim fanatics. 22. April 12, 1994, Plateau State, Josan, fighting between Muslims and Christians over the appointment of one Aminu Mato as chairman of the caretaker committee for Jos local government area. 16 lives were lost and properties were destroyed. 23. 1999, Borno State. Religious riots as Borno State government mooted the idea of not allowing the teaching of Christian religious knowledge in schools. 24. February 4th to 22nd year, 2000, Kaduna State. Riots began after a Christian march opposing the implementation of Sharia law. Travelers were killed as they tried to escape from their vehicles. More than 1,000 people died in various clashes. 25 February and May year 2000, Kaduna State. Christians in Kaduna were attacked on 2 different occasions as Muslim fanatics protested against the delay in introduction of Sharia in the state. May 16th year 2000, Kaduna Muslim youths destroyed ECWA in Kaduna only hours after peacekeeping troops left the area. 27. May 22nd year 2000, Kaduna State Muslim youths torched the First Baptist Church and Christian homes, leading to retaliation by Christian youths. At least 11 people died and many others were injured in the incident. 28. May 25th year, 2000 Kaduna State. Several days of violence over the introduction of Sharia led to the death of at least 150 people. Homes, shops and churches were also destroyed. 29. September 7th to 9th, 2000, Gombe State. In Bambam, 25 people died as a result of clashes between Muslims and Christians due to possible implementation of Sharia. Property damaged was estimated in millions of naira. 30. November 2000, Kebbi State. Christians showing the Jesus film were warned not to continue showing the film. 31. June 2001. Jigawa State. 15 churches and 14 pastors' residences were burned down in Gawaram. A similar attack on 11 churches occurred earlier in that year in Hadejia. 32. August 2001. Bauchi State. According to the Church of Christ in Nigeria, Kokin, Muslim mercenaries had attacked Christians in the Tafawa Balewa and Bogoro areas on 2 occasions. The attacks left more than 100 dead and 3,000 refugees. 33. 7th to 12th, September 2001. Plateau State, Jos. Muslims attacked Christians. Christian properties were destroyed and people lost their lives. 34. September 7th to 17, 2001. Kanu State. 7 churches were demolished. 6 churches set ablaze by a mob. 54 churches given demolition notices and 17 churches demolished by the Kano state government. The governor stated that all churches in Shagari quarters of Kano city were illegal structures, probably due to the religious conflict in Yosure. 35. October 7th, 2001, Kaduna State. Muslim youths attacked 3 churches and 10 Christian-owned shops with gas bombs, setting fire to the buildings. 36. October 14th to 18th, 2001, Kano State. As a result of anti-American protests, 600 Christians were missing and another 350 were killed. At least 5 churches were burned during the resulting riots. 37. December 24th to 25th, 2001, Gombe State. A visit to Gombe State by the Israeli ambassador sparked a riot. At least 4 people were killed, 50 injured, and 2 churches damaged. 38. The 2nd of May 2002, Plateau State, Jos. Muslims attacked Christians. Christian properties were destroyed and Christians killed. 39. May 2002, Zamfara State. The whereabouts of 2 Christians charged with apostasy, converting from Islam to Christianity, was unknown. Lawali Yakubu and Ali Jafaru disappeared after a judge refused to sentence them to death. 40. May to June 2002, Niger State. At least 75 Christians were arrested for opposing the state's Sharia law. 41. June 6, 2002, Katsina State. A Christian police officer in Katsina was clubbed to death by a mob of Muslims after being accused of trampling a Quran. The police officer had warned a Muslim preacher to stop inciting violence against Christians. Afraid of being arrested, the preacher fabricated the Quran story to provoke the crowd. 42. September 2002, Kaduna State, Federal Government College, Zaria. Muslim students fought against Christian students as they discovered that a Christian was likely to win the position of Students' Union President during a student election. Many were killed and several female students raped. 43. October 13th, 2002, Kaduna, Zaria. A clash over a student election at the Federal College of Education in Zaria ended in the death of 20 Christian students. 44. November 20th to 21st, 2002. Kaduna State, Kadoka and Kano Muslim mobs ransacked This Day newspaper's office and then began to attack Christian targets, damaging up to 20 churches. Over 200 people were killed and 1,200 injured in the attacks. 45. December 26th, 2002. Bauchi State. An armed Muslim mob attacked Christians concluding Christmas celebration. The Celestial Church of Christ and many Christian homes were burnt. 46. April 22, 2003. Kano State. A pastor and 6 of his members were killed in a house fire, which was believed to have been set by Muslim militants. 47. December 2003. Plateau State, Rim. Christians killed, houses and churches destroyed, individuals injured, and many other damages. 48. February 2004. Plateau State, Yelwa Shandam. 47 Christians burnt in church with a lot of houses and properties destroyed. 49. April 2004. Kanu State, reprisal of Jos crisis, many Christians killed, houses and properties lost. 50. The April 6 killings occurred in June 2005, in which the Nigeria police force extrajudicially killed 6 young Igbos, Ekene Isaac Mugbe, Ife Anyi Ozor, Chinedu Meniru, Paulinus Ogbonna, Anthony and Augustina Arebu, in Apo, Abuja. Till this day, none of the police officers accused of this shockingly evil crime has been brought to justice. 51. February 18, 2006. Maiduguri, 56 churches burnt and 63 Christians killed in an orchestrated attack. 52. September 2006. Jigawa State, 26 churches burnt. 53. September 2, 2007. Kano State, Tudunwada. 3 killed, 72 injured, 8 churches burnt. 54. December 2007. Bauchi Yalwa. 10 Christians killed and 47 injured. 55. May 13, 2008. Bauchi State, Ningi Tafawa Balewa. 6 churches burnt and vandalized. 56. November 28, 2008. Plateau State. Over 100 Christians killed. 71 churches burnt. 1,647 families lost their homes. 535 businesses burnt. 57. December 2008. Sokoto NCCF, NYSC. Bus burnt. 58. February 21, 2009. Bauchi -19. Christians, 12 churches burnt. 50 Christian houses destroyed. 59. The 29th of July 2009. Borno, Bauchi and Adamawa states. A group called Boko Haram killed Christians who refused to accept Islam, burned their churches and attacked security operatives. 60. The 27th of December 2009. Plateau State. Muslims burned Baptist Church at Yelwa and stabbed some Christians on the streets of Jos. 61. The 29th of December 2009. Bauchi A group called Kalikato attacked people in Bauchi, leaving 39 people dead and houses burnt. 62. 17th to the 21st of January 2010. Plateau State. Muslims unleashed destruction on over 24 communities in Jos North, Jos South, Bakin Ladi, Mangu, Pankshin and Dangi, claiming numerous lives and burning Christian homes and churches, including Bukuru Market. 63. The 22nd of January 2010. Kaduna Sate, Muslims attack Christians at Mararaban Rido close to NNPC Depot. 64. The 28th of January to the 1st of February 2010. Gombe State, Muslims burnt ECWA primary and secondary schools at Bolori, burnt houses belonging to Igbos at Duku, burnt Yoruba Hall at Jekadafari, and also burnt 2 churches with 1 vandalized. 65. On October 8, 2007, another religious violence again broke out in northern Nigeria in a row over the publication of the cartoon of Prophet Muhammad by a Danish newspaper, and over 200 Christians were massacred, majority of them Igbos, 2010 to 2014 66. Between March 11, 2010 and September 1st, 2011, over 500 Christians of Biafran extraction were massacred outside Plateau State capital Jos. This time, the killings took place in a mainly Christian village of Bakin Ladi, local government area of Plateau State. 67. On the 24th of April 2011, more than 1,000 Biafrans were killed in Mohammed. Buhari incited post-election violence in Nigeria, and among those killed were Obinna Okpokiri, who returned from London to serve his fatherland and was posted to Bauchi State, and Ucharia Remi, a graduate from the University of Nigeria in 2010, serving in Damaturu, Yobe State. Muslim youths launched protests in northern towns and cities after President Goodluck Jonathan, a Christian from Biafra, was declared the winner of the 16th of April 2011 election, defeating northern Muslim Muhammad Buhari, a former military ruler. 68. On June 16, 2011, a Boko Haram suicide bomber drove a car bomb onto the premises of the Louis Edet House in Abuja, the headquarters of the Nigeria Police Force, with a possible intention to kill Inspector General of Police Hafiz Ringim, whose convoy he followed into the compound. He was, however, limited by the concentration of security personnel within the entrance. The bomber and one Igbo traffic policeman were killed, though authorities said up to 6 people may have been killed. 69. On the 26th of August 2011, the Islamist group Boko Haram claimed responsibility for an attack on the United Nations building in Abuja, which left over 40 people dead, most of them Biafrans. 70. On September 25, 2011, 5 Igbo traders were shot dead at Madala Market, outskirts of Abuja, on Thursday night between 7-8 p.m. According to the report, the gunmen stormed the Madala Market and made straight to a shop believed to be that of some Igbo traders and ordered them to recite the Holy Quran, which they could not do. The gunmen, who were not satisfied with the development, opened fire on the 5 people at close range, leaving them dead immediately. The 5 casualties were later identified as John Kalu, Oliver Izima, Uche Ngwezi, Sunday Emmanuel. The 5th casualty is yet to be identified. 71. On December 25, 2011, Boko Haram claimed responsibility for Christmas Day bomb attacks at St. Teresa's Catholic Church in Madala, near the capital Abuja, which left more than 50 Igbos dead. Mr. Dikei and his children were roasted alive. 72. On January 5, 2012, more than 43 Igbos and other Biafrans were killed in Adamawa State, northeastern Nigeria. The first victims, 16 in all, were murdered on Friday night during a service at the Christ Apostolic Church, Yola, the state capital. 27 mourners had been killed earlier on that day at Mubi by gunmen, while they were meeting at the residence of another Igbo man who had been shot dead by Boko Haram Islamic terrorist group a day earlier to plan for his burial. 73. On January 11, 2012, Boko Haram terrorists shot dead 4 Igbo men who were believed to be fleeing violence-torn Maiduguri, residents said. Their car had just pulled up at a filling station outside the town to refuel when suspected Boko Haram gunmen in another car also pulled up and opened fire on the Igbos, killing them on the spot. 74. On Monday, January 16, 2012, members of the Boko Haram terrorist group again shot dead 5 Biafrans in their homes in Maiduguri. 3 people among those shot dead have been confirmed as Igbos. 75. On the 21st of January 2012, more than 250 Biafrans were killed in a series of bombings and attacks by Islamist zealots in the northern Nigerian city of Kanu. The terrorist group, Boko Haram, claimed responsibility for the attacks. 76. On the 16th of March 2012, Mr. John Nubrim was visibly traumatized after fleeing the northeastern town of Maiduguri following attacks by the terrorist group Boko Haram. According to him, "Only God knows how I escaped from that Maiduguri. They bomb over there. They burn my shed. All my property, all my things are there," said the young electronics trader before letting out a short scream. "My parents, my brother, and one of my sons died there." 77. On February 3, 2012, men of the terrorist group Boko Haram struck early in the morning in Ajaokuta, Kogi State, killing 4 Biafrans. A police station and a first-generation bank were burnt by the group. In another incident, at least 6 Biafrans were killed in Maiduguri by the 78. On August 8, 2012, Boko Haram terrorists attacked a church in Okene, Kogi State with guns, killing so many Igbos. On the same day, an IED hidden in another church in Lokoja, Kogi State, exploded and killed more than 20 Biafrans. 79. On Monday, the 19th of March 2013, the whole world woke up to the sad news about the explosion of 5 luxurious buses by Boko Haram at Sabo Ngari area in Kano State, Nigeria, killing over 250 Biafrans and maiming several others, mostly Igbos. 80. On Friday, May 24, 2013, at about 7:30 p.m., Kano Police Command Public Relations Officer ASP Magaji Majia confirmed to 247reports.com that unknown gunmen believed to be Boko Haram terrorists struck the Kona Asabe area of Kano and shot dead 2 Igbo businessmen, a vulcanizer and an electronics dealer. Both victims hailed from Nsukka, Enugu State, and were identified as Ibe Ogwanyi, 30 years, vulcanizer, and Ike Osita Joseph, an electronics dealer, 35 years, 81. A dark cloud of mourning enveloped the Ezie Umweze kindred and UGA community, Agwata local government area of Anambra State, as the people awaited the return of their kinsman, Mr. Nnamdi Ezebwala, whose 3 children were killed in the latest Boko Haram bombing incident that occurred on 82, July 29, 2013, in Sabongari, Kano. This very man eventually died from wounds he sustained from the bomb attack which killed his 3 children. They were all buried the same day, 4 of them, 83. On September 2, 2013, gunmen on rampage swept through 3 states of Borno, Kaduna, and Plateau in northern Nigeria, killing more than 50 Biafrans, 84. On September 3, 2013, more than 5 Christians of Biafran extraction were forced from their vehicle in Jos and executed in a ditch in the latest attack by Boko Haram terrorist group. It was reported that these 5 individuals were executed by the terrorist group after declaring themselves followers of Jesus Christ. 85. Abuja, Friday, September 20, 2013. At 12:32 p.m. EDT, Reuters. At least 7 Biafrans were killed by the terrorist group Boko Haram in the capital Abuja. 86. On the 28th of September 2013, Boko Haram terrorists bombed 3 banks and killed 4 in Kaduna. Heavily armed Boko Haram terrorist members bombed 3 commercial banks in Saminaka, headquarters of Lair local government area of Kaduna State, and 4 lives were lost in the attack. 87. Early in 2013, hundreds of people of Biafran extraction were physically deported from Lagos by the Lagos state governor and dumped at the Niger bridgehead in Onitsha for no justifiable reason. Which country in the history of the world has ever deported its citizens from one part of the country to another? The only instance that comes to mind is the transportation of Jews by the German SSS to death chambers during the Second World War. 88. February 19, 2014. Bama in Borno. 30 Biafrans killed, 15 injured by Nigeria terrorist Boko Haram. 89. February 25, 2014. Buniyadi. 35 Biafrans killed, 16 injured by Nigeria terrorist Boko Haram. 90. March 1, 2014. Maiduguri, 46 Biafrans killed and 24 maimed by Nigeria terrorist Boko Haram. 91. April 10, 2014. Kala Balje 40. Biafrans massacred and 18 injured by Nigeria terrorist Boko Haram. 92. April 14, 2014. Abuja Nyanya killings 1. 300 Biafrans killed and 600 maimed and injured by bombs set in the bus terminals and market by Boko Haram Nigerian terrorist. 93. May 1, 2014. Abuja Nyanya and Maraba killings 2. 50 Biafrans killed and 100 maimed and injured by car bomb at roadside market by Boko Haram Nigerian terrorists. 94. May 5, 2014. Gamboro Ngala, 300 Biafrans killed and 160 injured by bomb attack, and many more massacred by machetes by Boko Haram Nigerian terrorist. 95. May 18, 2014. Kanu suicide bombing, 15 Biafrans killed and 40 maimed and injured by suicide bombing by Boko Haram. 96. May 20th, 2014. Jos bomb blast, 200 Biafrans killed and 150 maimed and injured by bombing by Boko Haram. 97. May 21st, 2014. Chikongudo 30. Biafrans killed and 60 maimed and injured by bombing by Boko Haram. 98. May 27th, 2014. Yobe State, Borno State. 54 Christians, Biafrans killed and 20 injured by Boko Haram. 99. May 31st, 2014. Kala Balga, 40 Christians, Biafrans killed and 18 injured by Boko Haram bombing. 100. June 1st, 2014. Mudi, 40 Christians, Biafrans killed and 16 injured by Boko Haram bombing. 101. June 23rd, Kano. 36 Christians, Biafrans killed and 18 injured by Boko Haram bombing. British Nigeria is drowning in the blood of innocent Biafrans. It is a decadent contraption of death and progressive genocide of Biafrans. It has no moral justification or any justification whatsoever to remain. Britain is the architect and chief benefactor of this blood-bathing leviathan. The world has failed and continues to aid and abet the wanton destruction of lives in pretext for territorial integrity and economic stability at the peril and with the blood of innocent Biafrans. The unconditional restoration of Biafra is the only way forward. Clearly, our quest